Why do so many Black women deal with fibroids, PCOS, or endometriosis? Or ladies, you may be wondering why your periods feel so heavy or your PMS hits so hard. A lot of it ties back to an imbalance in our bodies called estrogen dominance. In today's video, we're going to dive right into what it is, how it impacts your health, how to regain balance, all from a holistic and faith-based perspective. Let's get it. Did you know that Black women are 3 times more likely to develop fibroids? They're also more likely to experience heavy periods, hormonal weight gain, and even infertility. And it's all often linked to estrogen dominance. So it's time to take control of our health and honor the bodies that God gave us. So first and foremost, what is estrogen dominance? Estrogen dominance happens when estrogen levels are too high in relation to progesterone. And this imbalance can cause heavy or irregular periods, PMS symptoms like mood swings and bloating, fibroids, endometriosis, or PCOS, difficulty losing weight, especially around the hips and the thighs. For Black women, these issues often go misdiagnosed or dismissed by doctors. Don't get me started on how important it is to advocate for our own health, but understanding what's actually happening is crucial, and it can help us make better choices. Now let's discuss the causes of estrogen dominance. Where does this imbalance come from? First of all, our diet. Foods high in sugar, dairy, gluten, and processed ingredients can increase estrogen or inflammation in the body. Number 2 are environmental toxins. In a previous video, I've discussed what endocrine disruptors are. Now, there's also chemicals that mimic estrogen. On a molecular level, they are very similar, or they affect us as if our body is processing more estrogen. We call them estrogen mimickers. These chemicals are in plastics, beauty products, skincare, even household cleaners can mimic estrogen. Number 3 is stress. Chronic stress lowers your progesterone levels, and when progesterone goes down, estrogen goes up. Number 4 is lack of vitamin D. I cannot stress this enough. Black people, we are very deficient. In Western countries, the darker our skin is, the harder it is for us to produce vitamin D from the sun, which is critical for balancing our hormones. Studies show that up to 76% of Black women show low levels of vitamin D. This alone can make our hormonal imbalances worse and create reproductive issues. Now, you know I got you. I'm not here to just give bad news. I'm going to offer you some holistic solutions. By the way, this is all things that I've done for myself, so I'm not just talking at you. This is also my healing journey. So first, we got to make dietary changes. We want to reduce or eliminate processed sugar, dairy and gluten, which can trigger inflammation, red meat, especially if it's not organic. A little trick that I found recently is that the Muslim community is very strict. So when any meats or any packaged food says halal, it's supposed to mean that it's organic and clean. No antibiotics, no hormones, none of that stuff. So if you find it difficult to find organic food, organic meats, look for the halal label. And now on to the foods that we want to add to help balance our hormones. Broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, all of the cruciferous veggies. Flax seeds, they help for a natural estrogen detox. And omega-3s, healthy fats. You can get those from salmon, chia seeds, hemp seeds, all of the seeds, the nuts, avocados, eggs, whether it's boiled or fried in coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, the healthy oils. Now, there's also some herbs and supplements that you can add to your regimen. There's a natural remedies guru that I love to follow, Barbara O'Neill, who speaks about a hormonal cream called the wild yam cream. This is something that I haven't personally tried yet, but it is said to naturally help increase your progesterone levels, which in turn helps to reduce your estrogen dominance. And there's ginkgo biloba, which I swear by. I've been using it for years. It helps me manage my PMS symptoms, my menstrual cramps. I mean, it's great for inflammation, for blood circulation. It's good for the brain. If you deal with very painful menstrual cramps, try ginkgo biloba. you will thank me later. And the best tip I would give you on how to use ginkgo is to take it right before your menstruation actually happens. So if you use an app like the Flow app, you'll be able to know at least a week in advance when you're meant to menstruate, and you'll be able to take it ahead of time, and that just helps to manage the inflammation so that on the day of when it's supposed to start, you won't feel as much pain, or you might not feel anything at all. And now the lifestyle changes. It's one thing to take supplements, but it's even better to get it straight from either your food or directly from the sun. So go for a walk. Enjoy that direct sunlight on your skin, get your body moving, and at least try to get a sweat a day. That's my basic go-to. Try to break a sweat at least every day. That is vital for hormonal balance. You want to manage your stress. Now, especially as women of color in particular, we have stress from all angles. So I could never tell you to eliminate your stress. But one thing I can tell you is that you are capable of learning how to manage your stress and how to cope with it much better. Prayer, meditation, good music, stretching, or a gentle walk. You don't have to do much to be able to relax your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's just got to be intentional. I'm a big believer in therapy. I've been a faithful client for many years, and I would like to say that it's paying off, and I encourage you to give it a try as well if you've been hesitating, or if you just felt the tug on your heart to speak to someone who is equipped to walk you through your thoughts, walk you through maybe your past, or even just anything you may be dealing with in here, because this has so much power. It affects our body in more ways than one. So this might be your sign to talk to somebody. Spending time with loved ones, friends, people that you consider family or family to, is also great for your mood, for your hormones, for your social life. Also counts. The Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, a cheerful heart is good medicine. Stress and negativity, it can all disrupt your hormones. You want to seek joy and rest in the Lord, in the presence of people you enjoy, and even your own company. Take time for some self-love. Take yourself out, or just sit down and do your favorite thing once a day. And finally, environmental detoxing. So you got to go around your home and do some cleaning up. You have homework. You got to go around your house. You got to go through your makeup bag, your skincare bags, and you're going to use the app called Yuka. It is my favorite find lately, and I'm always beep, 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 scanning every product around me to make sure that it's not heavily toxic. Our beauty and our household products are infested with very, very toxic chemicals. But unfortunately, the laws in Canada and the US are not strict enough. So companies have the green light to let a lot of these chemicals go through without consequences. But we pay for it. Our bodies do. So you can switch to organic products, natural-based products. Again, knowledge is power. As long as you know better, you can do better. You also want to avoid plastics as much as possible. Those are also estrogen mimickers. And I think this goes without saying, never microwave anything in plastic. Now, taking these steps isn't just about having better periods. It's about protecting your future health and prevent the worst. Untreated estrogen dominance can lead to long-term issues such as infertility, fibroids, and even breast cancer. So for Black women, it is especially urgent because we face higher rates of these conditions. Now, a word of encouragement, you already know God designed us to be as beautiful and as healthy as ever, but it is our job to do our part. The Bible says, my people perish from lack of knowledge. So be equipped with knowledge, not just for yourself, but for your family and the next generation. Now, let me know in the comments, have you experienced fibroids yourself or any of the conditions I mentioned? What are the steps that you want to take to help balance your hormones? And if you found this video helpful, I hope you'll give it a like, that you'll subscribe to the page, that you'll share with a friend, because our health is a gift worth protecting. I'll see you in the next one.